Have you ever wondered which events were actually the deadliest wars in human history? It's hard to imagine, but for thousands of years, people have fought over land, power, and religion, leading to an unbelievable human cost of war. We often see these as just numbers in a textbook, but each one represents a life lost. Today, we're going to look at the most violent conflicts ever recorded to see just how much damage humanity has done. Some of these historical facts might actually change the way you look at the world. Let us start by looking at a time that changed the map of the world, the 7 Years' War. In the mid-1700s, this was a massive piece of military history because it involved so many countries. It left about 1.5 million people dead. Around that same time, over in India, the rebellion of 1857 was happening, which took another million lives. It's crazy to think that even hundreds of years ago, the total death toll of these battles was already reaching into the millions. As we move into the 20th century, the scale of global warfare gets even more terrifying. Conflicts like the Algerian War or the Balkan Wars each saw between 1 and 2 million people die. Then there's the Mexican Revolution. People often talk about it as a local struggle, but the casualty rates were huge, up to 2.7 million people died. That is more than the population of many major cities today. One of the most tragic moments in modern history is the Bangladesh Liberation War of 1971. In just 1 year, as many as 3 million people were killed. That is a staggering amount of loss in such a short window of time. Moving along, the 100 Years' War and the Korean War both hit the 3.5 million mark. But then we have the Vietnam War. While many know the political side, the actual human casualties reached over 4 million when you count the civilians. If we go back further in time, the numbers don't get smaller. The Deccan Wars in India saw nearly 5 million deaths, and the 30 Years' War in Europe, which was a mix of religious and political fighting, took 8 million lives. Think about that, 8 million people gone in the 1600s, long before modern weapons were even invented. Now we're getting into the truly massive numbers. The Crusades, which lasted for centuries, took about 9 million lives. The Chinese Civil War and the Russian Civil War were even worse. These types of internal conflicts are often the bloodiest, with the Russian War taking up to 12 million lives. One of the most shocking parts of ancient history is the Russian Rebellion in China. It happened in the year 754, and it's estimated that 13 million people died. Back then, that was a huge portion of the world's population, or consider the conquest of Timur, a leader who left up to 17 million dead across Central Asia. Then we hit the world-changing events of the 20th century. World War I saw 22 million people perish, but even that is smaller than the Taiping Rebellion in China, where 30 million people died in the mid-1800s, and the Three Kingdoms period in ancient China, a shocking 34 million lives lost. Before we reach the top, we have to talk about the Mongol invasions. These ancient empires changed the world, but at a cost of 60 million lives. Finally, the deadliest conflict ever recorded is World War II. When you combine soldiers and civilians, you're looking at an incredible 85 million deaths. Looking at this list, it's clear that our past is very dark. It really makes you value the peace we have today. History is full of these painful moments, but we study them to ensure we don't repeat them. If you enjoyed learning these historical insights, please hit the like button and subscribe for more. This is History's Anomaly 24, and I'll see you in the next one.